Welcome back.
NicknLex here.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going? So tonight we're gonna check out Dire Straits, a very famous video, Money for Nothing.
Yes.
I think one of the most legendary MTV videos.
Yes, from what I've heard, it was very popular at the time, revolutionary. And yeah, we'll share more details of like trivia and info at
We
the end,
wanted to
I
keep
think.
the intro as short as possible. We're going to talk all about why we haven't seen the video, why there's guitars in the background of the video, and all that stuff after the video. We're going to get to the video as soon as we can, and that's it. So if you like the video, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you, and we hope you enjoy with us.
Yes, we have like 10 minutes worth of info, but after the video. Here we go.
Okay.
1, 2, enjoy. That is Sting, right?
Oh, yeah. Someone just told us that. Wow. So cool.
Wow. That riff, holy.
I love how there's some animation, like.
I know.
Look at them yo-yos, that's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. That ain't working, that's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Now that ain't working, that's the way you do it. Let me tell you, damn guys ain't dumb. Maybe get a blister on your little finger. Maybe get a blister on your thumb. We got to install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. To the little faggot with the earring and the makeup. Yeah, buddy, that's his own hair. The little faggot got his own jet airplane. The little faggot, he's a millionaire. We got to install microwave oven, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. Move move
So different. Wow. Sting.
Oh, wow.
Got to move these refrigerators. Got to move these color TVs. Look at you, look at. I should have learned to play the guitar. I should have learned to play them drums. Look at that mama, she got it sticking in the camera, man. We could have some. And he's up there. What's that? Hawaiian noises. He's banging on the bongos like a chimpanzee. Oh, that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Get your money for nothing. Get your chicks for free. We got to install microwave oven, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. Listen here. Now, that ain't working. That's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. That ain't working, that's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Money for nothing. And your chicks for free. Money for nothing. And your chicks for free. Look at that, look at that.
Cowbell.
I never noticed that.
Sting.
I'm
Holy
so
moly.
happy we did this. I have
Yeah.
so much to say.
All right. Oh, okay. Right on time. And now, ladies and gentlemen,
That
you
was
can
so
leave the video
good.
or you can listen to us rant or talk about the video. So, you want to go first? I mean, yes,
I
there's a
have so
lot
much
of
to
stuff
say.
that I have to
So,
get out, but
Okay, so I had seen this video, but I was like, I don't know how old I was, maybe 11 when I saw it, or 10, because I remembered two things. I remembered that it was animated, and I remembered that there were moving guys carrying things.
oh, okay.
That's all I remembered. But in my head, it looked so different because, I don't know, let's say if I was 10 years old when I saw it, it was 2001, let's say,
So it
then I
must have
watched
looked
it.
like amazing.
So it looked like actually pretty good, you know,
Yeah.
even though this is from what year? 1980.
5.
Okay.
1985.
So I remember
Let me see. Let's
like
just
thinking,
make sure.
okay, it looks like older, but at that time, like,
Those were
cartoons
state of the art. I mean, graphics.
I'm saying when I saw it in 2000, like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
still like good. So yeah, it was just awesome for me to rewatch this and see this through now totally different eyes. Like, first of all, graphics have evolved so much. Second of all, I know so much more about Dire Straits than I did when I saw this video, obviously, because we're like obsessed with the first
with
album.
the first album. That's where I come in right now.
Yes. And also knowing that Sting is the other voice, you know, because I always heard like those backing vocals and I was wondering, like, I wonder if that's the same singer. And that part that he does too, that sounds different. I never knew who that voice was. So it was just so cool for me.
What other part?
There's a part where there's a singing part that's not the backing vocals that sounds different than Mark Knopfler, and then you said, "Oh, that's Sting," and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like,
okay,
I can't
yeah.
believe that part is also
Like
Sting.
in the chorus
Yes.
or something.
Yeah. So anyway, just great song overall, and yeah, I have more to say, but I don't want to like take over.
No.
We can-
You'll get your opportunity again. So I had never seen the video. I know that's kind of weird. I saw a mock up of this video
okay.
by Weird Al
Yankovic.
Yeah, I think. But I never I don't know. I never really watched MTV when there was MTV. I only watched like metal, heavy metal, or Headbangers Ball or something. So also the reason I never really listened to this album, now we have listened to Brothers in Arms from this.
Yes. I can't believe it's
think
the same album.
Right
huh?
Across the River. Yes, I know. But the thing is this. So Alexia and I, we've been huge fans of the first album. I was a huge fan of the first album before you knew
you
even Dire
introduced me to
Straits.
it.
And the thing was this. I remember that album was like one of my top 10, so it still is. And then I remember going to this record store and I was like, hey, can I listen to more Dire Straits? I'm really interested. And I think someone that worked there in Puerto Vallarta played me, I think this is their most famous song.
Yes, absolutely.
And he played me the song and I just didn't care for the song. It was so different from the original Dire Straits, and now that I listen to it, obviously I love the distortion, but just the distortion and the drums that were a little more electric, that was such a it was so
Like a
different, and I said,
turn-off.
no, I'm good. And I think that's the reason I never really looked for the video, because there was no more MTV, you know, and you couldn't really look it up because there was no YouTube either. So I kind of missed out on the whole video experience, but I think it was very good. And for 1985, those
Yeah.
were some crazy graphics.
Absolutely.
Because that's before CGI.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, also, we just read some trivia when we paused. It did win Best Video, Best Performance. It made a ton of money. Mark Knopfler didn't want to do it. So it's crazy how that turned out for him, right? And also, it was before, I think, one of the first movies that used that kind of CGI. Although I'm wrong, because I wanted to say...
so what I remember...
Roger Rabbit used the first time they put animation. I mean, not Roger Rabbit, Mary Poppins. And that was in the 60s, right?
Yeah.
If I'm
what I read on Wikipedia was that it was the first use, or one of the first uses of CGI to interpret a human.
Oh, okay.
And so that's what it was. So yeah, and it did win Best Video, and it was also like very influential in the making like of other music videos.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm sure everybody wanted to do their Brothers in Arms after
and
this.
it featured 2 other bands inside, because that's what I found so cool too, was like understanding now that, oh, they're making fun of like this other band. And you know, it was just very a great music video. And I remember when my dad showed it to me, he told me, oh, these guys, like, they're kind of jealous of the music industry people, because they're like blue collar, you know, like workers who, hey, I have to do all this. I have to pick up microwave ovens. I have to install like kitchen cabinets to make my living. And like, here you are, like, you just get all this for free, you know, money for nothing. You're like playing an instrument on stage, and you're a performer.
I love that your dad explained you the lyrics.
Yeah. Because he was like, look, these guys are like just jealous of how some people have to work really hard for their money and other people don't. But I mean, now that I'm older, I also understand being a musician is a hard job, especially if you're famous. You have to be on tour and stay up late and all this stuff.
Travel.
But some people might be like, but you don't have to get up at like
but some people
hours.
Like that, you know, 9 to 5, you know, structure, and it's way more relaxing that being on tour and, you know, playing the same music every night. That must be and then coming up, you have to kind of like outdo your record, you know, like you come up with this and how you best that, you know? And then they do, you know, they come up with all this stuff. But then, you know, it becomes, I guess, more legendary. I think their first album for me is still the best. Now, granted, I haven't listened to it all. We tried the second album that had a little bit of the first, that same style, you know, that
you haven't listened to the other albums.
Yeah, but it's just like, I think they never really topped that style of the first one, even though it's more, I don't know, it's just so good, you know, like, all the songs on the first album are so good. I would never skip anything.
I know.
And here, this is a like, totally different style. It's just it's almost like those people that we know that listen to only the original Yes lineup, only to the original Genesis, only to the original Pink Floyd. I'm a little bit like that with Dire Straits. It's just like that commercial Dire Straits never did it for me. But again, I really haven't heard it.
But I can't believe, like I said, that this song is on the same album as Brothers in Arms, because they're very different from each other too. So I am curious to listen to more songs of this album. And I do feel like I really enjoyed this song a lot. Watching the video, the quality of the production was amazing. I could hear things that I had never really heard before, and like the cowbell and
and also the dog
dog.
I didn't even know there was a dog, but now that I heard the dog and saw the dog, it's almost like they recorded it alongside with the video in mind, because everything makes complete sense.
The way it's structured, it's kind of, you're right, it's kind of very centered around the music video and vice versa.
It's almost like they made them at the same time.
That's very cool.
But
I really enjoyed it. I'm so happy that we did this.
And 500 million views. That's crazy. But Walk of Life is even more. So we should do Walk of Life. Also, let us know if you want us to do the live performance.
Oh yeah.
You know, there was one at Live 8. I don't know if
where
that's on
Sting
film.
and Mark performed together. Oh, also, I was gonna ask you, Mark Knopfler, where is he from?
He's
English,
oh my god,
right?
yeah, no, he's Irish.
He's Irish.
Irish or Scottish. Let's look it up because I always forget.
Because I was gonna say, like, we always say how Dire Straits has like
a country vibe.
Yeah, like very American vibe, and yeah, he's British. So,
but where from Britain? Let's see.
The
Scottish.
music video sounds.
So I was wrong.
Scottish born. Okay. So the way he does his like you know, like the way he talks in this song.
Very American.
It's very American and very like. Yes, just
I was convinced for the longest time when I heard the first album. I thought they were American because of his pronunciation and also because of the vibe. That first album has a country vibe, and the guitar playing is very country, like style. Like I don't know what it is, but it's so good.
It sounds southern. It sounds in the accent
like southern
that
rock.
he uses is just it's so crazy because I guess that's what was selling, and that's just I don't know what sells.
Like Elton John did the same thing. You never would have known that he was British. He was deliberately singing like someone from like the southern states.
Yes,
you know, so,
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this with us. Share your thoughts, any additional trivia that you want us to know about the video or the band or what this means to you, what you thought when you first saw this. If you watched it on MTV, was it a big deal? Was it on repeat? Did it drive you insane after a while? Let us know everything, guys. We love sharing with you, and we love learning from you. We love sharing your experiences and everything. So we appreciate you being here. Please give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe. We would love to see you all in the next one.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.